Our next honoree is our IABF Executive of the Year. He is the Senior Vice President of Global Media Partnerships in Major League Baseball. He's a Brooklyn native and still resides today with his family in the Pompano Hill section of Brooklyn. He went to Xavier High School in Bay Ridge and played baseball there, and got his MBA at the Zicklin School of Business at Baruch College in Manhattan. In 2001, he began his Major League Baseball career, and for the last 23 years, he has worked across many of the league's disciplines, including public relations, game development, events, sponsorships, broadcasting, and media, with a strong focus on growing the game globally throughout Asia, Canada, Latin America, and Europe, overseeing the World Baseball Classic, which will take place once again in 2026. Please welcome our IABF Executive of the Year, Don Balsamo.
So I'm truly humbled to be here tonight, and I think this is, doing my homework, I think this is the first ever time that this organization has honored a redhead. I'm not sure what they were waiting for, but Joe and Carmine seems like they're embracing diversity this year, so I appreciate it. Every year I come here, I'm a little bit taken aback by how big it gets, and I really shouldn't be, because the recipe that these guys put together for this foundation and for this gala is genius. It's so simple though, right? The love of Italian and Italian-American culture, and the love of the great game of baseball. An amazing recipe, and it's no wonder why there's always a good vibe at this event, and something, I always look forward to coming to. And a big thank you to everyone that sets it up every year. Joe, Carmine, Chris, can't thank you guys enough. For me, I want to also congratulate the scholarship winners tonight. Scholarship winners are the big winners here. Let's give a round of applause. They're the big winners here tonight. Unless there's an envelope underneath the plaque, I'm not sure, but those guys are the ones that, for me, to be a student athlete is a title that I held and I was very proud of, and you should all be as well. I have 2 student athletes at home, my sons Dominic and Daniel, hard-working student athletes that I'm really proud of. And the fact of the matter is, playing baseball and being a student and balancing that work-life balance is so invaluable. I hope you take it with you the rest of the way. All the honorees tonight, they've been announced already. I would love to say everyone's name, but just to be up here with legendary names like Rigetti and Castiglione and Maneri is amazing. And Ricardo is a great friend of mine. He's done so much for international baseball. Ricardo and Marco, who I just met and was just elected president of FIBS. I think Italian baseball is in very good hands, based on my first impression at least. So for me also, I have a small part of the baseball universe. I'm very proud of Italian Americans throughout the game who work super hard at our clubs, minor league clubs, business partners. The game is represented well by Italian Americans, many of which are my friends, a few here tonight that do great things. Nick Trotta, who's the engine of our original program, the MLB, and all those great documentaries you watch are a credit to him. Mark Caiafa, who, if you like the MLB network and who doesn't, Mark oversees their production. Jim Small, I've worked with on the international side for many years and oversees the World Baseball Classic. And John Rico, who's Mr. Met, I call him Mr. Met. He's all things Mets. They don't go without him. So we have our fingerprints on this game. And remiss if I don't obviously mention the commissioner, who, for my money, has the greatest job in the world, bar none. It's an awesome set of responsibilities, but it's also a very difficult position. to take on. And you know, with the deep history of our sport, the love we have in the game, it's an extremely demanding position. We see how he goes about it every day with 100% dedication and a 24/7 commitment, and that rubs off on everybody internally. So, and I'm very happy he's Italian. So one thing I want to get to is I want to mention someone who's not Italian, but is near and dear to me, and actually, represents, I think, what this event is all about. So Billy Bean, who is a good friend of mine, not the 80s Billy Bean, who a lot of people know from Moneyball, but Billy Bean, a former player and baseball executive, who really touched a lot of lives and just an unbelievable guy. But Billy's career is defined by all the work that he's done with baseball, and to promote diversity and to promote inclusion, and he's done such wonderful things. But I asked Billy. Billy passed away in August after a long battle with leukemia. For those who don't know, but I asked Billy a long time ago why he had created a program in Major League Baseball that is essentially based in cultural groups. We have an Asian group, Latino group. So I asked Billy why, in promoting diversity, why are we segmenting everybody into groups? And Billy told me that while role models certainly come from all walks of life, all shapes and sizes, and they can often resonate more when they have relatable characteristics. And we appreciate who we are, where we come from. We can exhibit respect for ourselves and for those in our own communities. That opens up the world to everybody else. And I think that the way the IABF brings things together, it embodies the spirit of what Billy's trying to capture, right? Setting role models, and having that association. And so, for me, I could have spent this whole speech, talking about my family, and I'll probably hear about it on the way home because I didn't. But I have to say, I wish everybody had as loving and supporting family as I have. And that includes my in-laws, who are dear people. But my mother, father, my sister, truly the foundation in my heart. My Uncle Carmine and Aunt Anna, who are beautiful people and always have my back. And my wife Danielle is my best friend and a beautiful mother to our sons. Listen, it's always really special to be honored by your own, and I really appreciate everything. Thank you.